Keep your head on a swivel. That could have ended way differently. I thought this was probably one of the most insane clips I had ever seen, and then I realized that it was being rewound. And yes, I should have noticed that because all of the people in the video were walking backwards, but nevertheless, here we are. Filled with anxiety and what I thought was a ship smashing into this land, but it appears it was just a ship launch. Quite the fight there. Let me show you what caused this kestrel to attack this jackdaw that had entered her home. Hours earlier, the jackdaw flew into the kestrel's home, where 3 eggs lay unattended. Mom was out hunting for food, but before she gets back, the jackdaw was able to kill one of the eggs. Now, when Mom returns home, she sees the aftermath. She can tell someone's been there, and she sees the egg is broken. Well, she immediately went into revenge mode. She flew the nest and waited in a nearby tree until the jackdaw came back and tried for round 2. The jackdaw enters the tree, but Mama comes right behind him. Just an incredible tale of revenge in the wild.
End of the road, turn right.
They got Bigfoot. Found him down here in Georgia. Got him dragging him with that helicopter. Wonder where they're taking him.
So I've seen this clip a few times, but the best explanation I've found came from the paranormal chick on TikTok. So check her out. So the following video, captured by a man named Edward from Georgia on October 5th of this year, has raised some serious questions. And you'll have to decide for yourself if it's further proof of Bigfoot's existence. Now, this guy Edward, he typically shares content about fishing and hunting. Nothing else, no paranormal stuff, no cryptid stuff. Well, he filmed what he claims are 2 military-grade helicopters transporting something enormous, dark, and hairy through the backcountry. Although the footage is shaky as Edward was driving while recording, even after zooming in, you can see something large being carried between the 2 helicopters. I mean, that's weird enough. Whatever it is, it's big enough to need 2 aircraft to lift it, or one to lift it and one to be a backup, or one to lift it and one to guard it. I don't know. Many people have kind of taken this in the comments and run wild, but they say that this is the military carting off a captured Bigfoot. What adds to the intrigue, again, is that Edward is not someone that's involved in paranormal investigations or Bigfoot research. He's just an ordinary dude, an outdoorsman from Georgia. Now, where it gets really eerie is that since posting this clip, he's gone silent. He hasn't responded to any comments, hasn't posted any other videos. And it's safe to say that many people are seeing this as a red flag, as am I. Could he have been warned or pressured to keep quiet? The sudden halt in his usual posting is certainly suspicious. Take a look at the footage yourself and decide, is this a genuine Bigfoot encounter? Or is there something else at play? A group of men recently shared some unsettling footage they captured during a nighttime expedition in search of a mysterious and elusive creature. Armed with just a flashlight and a camera, big mistake, they ventured through the dark when something truly eerie happened. In the distance, the camera caught a glimpse of a shadowy figure moving strangely. Well, definitely out of the ordinary. One of the men, very freaked out, shouted a warning to his friends. Well, this apparently provoked whatever they had encountered. Within moments, the figure charges at them, knocks the camera to the ground. You can hear the chaotic scramble as the camera briefly records the creature getting away. Although the men weren't seriously hurt and managed to get home safely, this footage is nothing short of disturbing. The creature's movements and sudden aggression make it hard to dismiss the incident as a simple prank or hoax. However, the fact that the group was able to get so close and escape unharmed leaves plenty of room for skepticism and speculation. So, what do you guys think about this? I gotta say, this is pretty good footage. Man, I just don't know. Look at that. That jaguar spotted in perfect lighting on this beach chasing down a capybara. If it weren't for the capybara taking that left, dipping underwater, we would have witnessed one of the coolest hunts of all time. It still was pretty cool. The thing sprinted over 50 yards. Just an incredible video of this jaguar. This next clip is eerie. A woman recently shared a spine-tingling experience she had one evening while just standing on her back deck. An encounter so unnerving that she admits she might not have believed it if it weren't for the security footage that recorded her reaction. The video shows her casually scrolling through her phone while her dog happily chases after a ball in the backyard. Everything seems perfectly ordinary. Until it isn't. Without warning, she abruptly spins around, visibly alarmed, and lets out a scream. According to her, she felt a distinct tap on her shoulder, followed by a voice that sent chills down her spine. What makes this even stranger is that the footage shows no sign of anyone or anything near her at the time of this incident. Yet, her genuine reaction seems very hard to dismiss. Could this be a case of something paranormal? Or is there a more rational explanation for what happened that night? The mystery leaves much to the imagination, sparking a range of opinions online. But what do you, the viewer, think really happened out there? In early October, a mother snapped this photo while hiking with her son in the Cougar Mountains of Washington, capturing a moment that seemed ordinary at first, but turned out to be anything but. The boy, captivated by the glowing northern lights, stretched his arms toward the sky, explaining to his mom that he was trying to, quote, touch his angel. Of course, Mom, touched by the purity of the moment, took the picture without thinking much of it. However, when she later reviewed the image, she was startled by what appeared to be a mysterious hand reaching down from the sky, which would be strange enough, but this one eerily mirrored her son's own gesture. So what do we think? Could the boy have truly seen an angel as he said he did, making this just an innocent spiritual encounter? Some have said that there could be something more sinister at play. But for me, and I'm sure many of you, I wonder if the mom is being entirely truthful about, the manipulation of this clip. Nevertheless, the mystery lingers, and as always, I am interested in your input. One day, while out fishing at a secluded lake near the Navajo Mountains, a man claims to have captured something extraordinary on film. In the distance, he spotted a large, hairy figure with a distinctly domed head and very broad shoulders. The man is adamant that this wasn't any ordinary animal. And he wants it highlighted that this is not a bear. He truly believes this is a Bigfoot. Moving unmistakably through the rugged terrain, and given this creature's size and the way it moved, again, he's convinced of what he saw. After all, this region isn't home to any primates, so what else could it have been? No gorilla, no bear. The footage has since stirred up debate online, with some firmly believing the sighting is genuine, while others remain skeptical. Is this truly evidence of the elusive Bigfoot, or could there be another explanation? I would say the internet is divided. Some are saying that this is totally real, and others are saying the opposite. Mermaids have always been the stuff of legend, but this clip captured by a hidden camper tells a different story. Filmed behind the rocks of a secluded lagoon, the video shows clear, vibrant waters where something extraordinary emerges. What appears to be a mermaid. As the camera zooms in, the figure becomes visible, her flowing blonde hair shimmering beneath the surface. She moves gracefully, her silvery tail flicking effortlessly in the water. For a brief moment, until I got my bearings, I thought I was looking at the face of an alien. Nevertheless, what do we think about this clip? Is this something we should dive deeper into, or just chalk it up as another well-planned hoax? A UFO was spotted hovering over a Mexican city in broad daylight, with thousands of onlookers witnessing the bizarre event. The object remained completely stationary beneath a cluster of white clouds, leaving many scratching their heads as it defied any logical explanation. Numerous people captured this incident on video, showing the UFO holding its position for several minutes without any visible signs of propulsion or sound, no engines. But what truly intensified the mystery was the sudden appearance of a second object, which quickly moved behind the main UFO, a detail that sharp-eyed viewers caught in the footage. This second object's swift motion added another layer of intrigue, and despite the growing speculation, there has been no official word on what these objects were or where they came from. I mean, they're clearly there. This sighting has left many questioning the possibility of increased UFO activity in that specific area, and reignited debates about UFOs, aerial phenomena on a large global scale. So I feel like this is even silly to ask, but what do we think? Is this a genuine UFO encounter? I think so, but I'm getting a little hyped up, so share your thoughts and theories on what might be going on in the comments. Check these guys out. Velvet worms or onychophorans are fascinating invertebrates known for their unique hunting technique. These creatures have soft, segmented bodies covered in velvety skin, which gives them their name. To hunt, velvet worms use a specialized pair of slime glands located on either side of their head. When they encounter prey, such as insects or small arthropods, they shoot a sticky, glue-like substance that quickly immobilizes the victim. Once the prey is trapped, the velvet worm approaches and injects digestive saliva, breaking down the prey's tissues, allowing the worm to consume it easily. This ambush and glue strategy makes them effective and unusual predators in their environment. Sounds like a pretty sticky situation. Dad joke, I'll see myself out. In this next clip, a man was recording the night sky in an undisclosed location when something pretty nutty happened. Out of nowhere, a figure resembling a person in a white robe with what appeared to be wings suddenly materialized above some electrical lines. Now, if that wasn't strange enough, the power lines began to emit sparks, quickly followed by an unmistakable zapping noise in the moment the figure had appeared. The bizarre scene lasted only a few seconds before the figure vanished, just as mysteriously as it had come, and at that very instant, the zapping stopped entirely. Now, I don't need to tell you guys that such a sequence of events is far from natural, and everyone who saw the footage agreed that something unusual had taken place. But what exactly was it? Do we think this man captured something beyond our understanding? Was this just an energy glitch, easily explainable by the energy company? I will say this, the paranormal community is still debating whether this was an otherworldly encounter, an unexplainable phenomenon, and they're leaving the mystery open to speculation. As for me, I'm just gonna say it, I think it's a fake. I think someone did whatever they had to do to edit that video and put that figure on top of it. The end.